Welcome.
John Lovitz.
Welcome to the show after the show with the Fantasy Footballers.
We're going to call that the Lovitz.
Yeah, I didn't hear a primal scream from Mike.
Because the John Lovitz came out, and just as if you watch the videotape back, you'll see I'm about to do it, and then there's a John Lovitz joke, and it was too much.
Welcome to the show after the show. We're the Fantasy Footballers back again debating ridiculous things on the show after the show. We thought about doing the best coach in the NFL, then we all just said we thought it was Bill Belichick, so we didn't debate that.
We're done with football.
Belichick versus Popovich.
Ooh,
that'd be a good one for another time. So we're done with football. We just got done with our first early rankings episode where we talked through the top 6 running backs consensus. So there was some good debate there, and there'll be a lot more debate on Thursday's show. So make sure you go onto iTunes, subscribe to the podcast. What do we got in store right now, guys? What are we talking?
I'm under the impression that we're talking best movie.
The cinema.
Best movie. And I was saying I'm emphasizing movie, not best film.
Oh,
best
what?
Movie. You can throw out your film, Mr.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you.
Hoity-toity.
My
you're
number
starting?
one. My number one is going to be both. It is a great movie, and it is also a film cinematic masterpiece. It is both. That is why it is so good. And let me just say this: if you haven't seen this, please go see this. If you don't like it, you're an idiot.
Go see. So we're talking.
No.
Oh,
You can go see it in your living room. It's not in the theaters. It is Braveheart.
Oh,
Braveheart.
Oh, wait,
very nice. All right, just keep this rolling.
I will.
Listen, Braveheart features the best directing, the best script, the best acting, the most emotional, gut-wrenching, wonderful love story.
This song is so good.
Of all
Yes, it is.
time. The music is perfect. And if I may just take 1 second to call out the freaking Academy. The stupid, idiot Academy. Listen, if you vote for the Academy, if you are part of the Academy Awards and you are a member voting in the Academy, shame. Shame on you. Shame.
You've been wanting to say this for years.
You didn't even nominate? You didn't even nominate Mel Gibson for the Best Actor Award? He won it everywhere else. And no nomination? I think Nicolas Cage won that year. Anyways, that's the best movie and film of all time.
Incredible and a shame. And I don't even have to speak because Braveheart's my favorite movie.
See?
It's my favorite movie
Mike,
by far.
your favorite movie is Braveheart. Okay, let's wrap this up.
No, his was Bill and Ted's.
All right, what's your best
He's
movie?
going to compete Braveheart versus Bill and Ted's.
I love Bill and Ted, but Bill and Ted is not the best movie.
What's the best movie
of all time? Now here's the deal. We're thinking this over. The best movie. I had to factor some things in because this isn't actually my favorite movie. It's not my favorite movie of all time because rewatchability will be factored into my choice.
Oh man, I've watched Braveheart like 700
and
times.
that's fine. But my favorite movie of all time is Blade Runner. But if Blade Runner's on, not every single time will I jump into it because.
So what is the
best movie of all time? Is the original OG Die Hard.
Oh.
It is not only the best action movie of all time, it is the best movie of all time because when it is on, I will jump in, and it doesn't matter if I'm watching 30 seconds, if I'm watching 20 minutes, if I'm watching the entire thing. Die Hard is incredible. John McClane, probably the best action hero of all time. The guy is just a boss. He does the entire movie barefoot. I mean, you got Carl from Family Matters.
He was in Braveheart too. No,
Carl. You have his name is escaping me. Alan Rickman.
Rest
Alan
in peace.
Rickman. Yeah, R.I.P. What this dude? Hans Gruber.
Great.
Hans.
So do we want to make the listeners choose
Booby.
between those two movies? Because that would be I think that would be competitive.
I feel like you need to.
I don't think Braveheart's going to blow.
But you
blow
need
it away.
to bring in a third option here. We are a trio. You have to have a third option. Because like I said,
I could throw out a couple more.
Die Hard's not my favorite movie, but it is the best. Which is maybe that's weird to say. Because
I get what you're saying. Something you can hop in on.
Yeah, so that pushes
Ace Ventura.
Sure.
That's the third option.
Yes, that's the third option. Either one.
I don't have a third one to throw in there.
It's
Braveheart has
because
always
Braveheart's
been. I've
that
answered
good.
Braveheart for like 20 years, so I don't have a third. I mean,
What about you? Talk about Shawshank all the time.
Shawshank is a good movie. I just wouldn't even put it in that category though.
Yeah.
Of
It's not even,
Braveheart?
no, it's not even close to me.
It's Braveheart.
People
is like
will
Gronk.
say that.
Braveheart is like Gronk. You've got the tier, and then you talk about when you talk
Right.
about movies, you just leave it off.
I mean, Forrest Gump was a really good movie.
Yes,
I think
was.
it's worthy of like the realm of discussion at least.
And what's funny is Braveheart, Forrest Gump, Shawshank.
Lord of the
those are-
Rings.
Those
I
are all
like Lord of the Rings.
1995 movies, by the way. So
Was it just
Andy is
because
stuck
we
in
were that age?
1995.
the good
We'll
old
debate
days.
the best Nick Cage movie later.
Oh man,
But
Nick
it's-
Cage.
Face Off.
Gone in 60 seconds.
I was gonna go with Con Air.
I could eat a peach for hours.
Nick Cage. That's for another show after the show.
All right, this was
Except Nick Cage. We'll have to look that up, but I think Nick Cage did win the award that year.
yeah, he did, Leaving Las Vegas.
Shame on you.
Ridiculous. All right. In the comments, subscribe to the show.
Goodbye, YouTube.
What's your favorite movie?